They called him successful, wealth, status, everything he once dreamed of. But deep inside, he felt empty. He was alive, but he wasn't living. Day after day, it was the same routine. Money in the bank, deals closed, a life many would envy. Yet, he felt nothing. Alone in his penthouse, he stared at his phone, scrolling mindlessly, searching for something. But what? And whoever turns away from my remembrance, indeed, he will have a depressed life. As he opened the mailbox, a single envelope caught his eye. No return address, just his name, written in neat handwriting. Curious, he tore it open. The words inside were simple, yet chilling. You have everything, yet nothing. You smile, yet you are lost. You chase the world, but what will you do when the world ends? Seek the truth before it's too late. His hands tightened around the paper. A letter, with no sender, no signature, just a message that felt like it was written directly for him. He flipped it over, checked the envelope. Nothing. He looked around, scanning the street, but no one seemed out of place. He tossed the letter onto his desk, trying to ignore it, but the words wouldn't leave his mind. Late at night, he found himself staring at his screen, fingers hovering over the keyboard. Finally, he typed, "What is the purpose of life?" Endless answers appeared. Philosophies, theories, opinions, but none of them felt real. None of them gave him the answer he was looking for. Frustrated, he leaned back, rubbing his temples. The clock ticked in the silence, each second dragging him deeper into thought. The next day, as he walked through the park, something caught his eye. An old man, kneeling beneath a tree, lost in prayer. There was a peace in his posture, a stillness that unsettled him. For days, he had tried to forget the letter, but deep inside, something had awakened. For the first time, he asked himself, "Why am I here? Who put me in this world? And what happens after I die?" He wandered into a small bookstore, his fingers trailing over dusty books, lost in thought. From behind the counter, an elderly shopkeeper watched him with a knowing smile. "Looking for something, son?" the old man asked. He hesitated. I don't know. Maybe something about life." The shopkeeper nodded, reaching for a book. He placed it gently in his hands. "Read this," he said. "It might have the answers you're looking for." Slowly, he opened it. The pages rustled under his fingers. At first, it was just a book, just words on paper. But as he read, it felt like Allah was speaking to him. "Indeed, we have sent down to you the book in truth, so worship Allah, being sincere to Him in religion." Late at night, he sat alone. The Quran opened before him. His eyes moved across the words, wide with wonder. Then, a verse made him pause. His fingers trembled as he underlined it. The next day, he searched for more, watching videos, listening to lectures. Slowly, everything began to make sense. The doubts, the questions, all of it found answers. And then, one night, he placed his head on the ground in sujood. Tears slipped from his eyes onto the prayer mat. For years, he had been chasing the world, searching for fulfillment in all the wrong places. But here, in sujood, he felt something he had never felt before. Peace. Months passed. His life had changed. He was praying, helping others, living with purpose. One day, while organizing his desk, his hands froze. There it was, the letter. He picked it up, staring at the familiar words. And that's when it hit him. He never found out who sent it, Unable to shake the feeling, he decided to return to the bookstore to thank the shopkeeper. But when he arrived, the bookstore was gone. He looked around, eyes wide with disbelief. A nearby vendor noticed his confusion. "That shop," the old man shook his head. "It closed years ago. The owner, may Allah have mercy on him, passed away long before you came. The shopkeeper never existed, at least not when he thought he met him. Then who gave him the Quran? Who sent the letter? And Allah guides whom He wills to a straight path." He stood outside the mosque, a gentle smile on his face as the adhan echoed in the air. In his hands, the letter, the one that had changed everything. Carefully, he placed it inside the Quran, keeping it safe. A reminder of the moment his heart found its way back. Because sometimes, guidance comes in ways we least expect. Allah sends signs, but are we paying attention? If you are lost, seek the truth before it's too late. If this story touched you, share it. Maybe someone out there is waiting for their sign. Have you ever received a sign from Allah? Share your story in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories.